Welcome back, adventure fans, to Dungeons and Dragons. We're back. We're going to do more adventuring. There's going to be high adventure, swashbuckling, all sorts of adventure going on from us. I'm Corazon de Leon the pirate.
What's up?
You've got to say who you are.
I'm Prudence. You can call me Prue.
Sure.
I'm Dob, the half-orc bard.
And I'm Merylwen, the wood elf druid.
Sweet. And we are all under the auspices of our illustrious dungeon master, Johnny Chiodini from Eurogamer.
Yay!
We're all here just wearing our normal clothes.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing over the top this
It's
time.
laundry day.
I actually had quite a bad accident on the way over.
Thanks for asking, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, no one mentioned it.
And I haven't had much sleep recently.
Oh, it's really gone to our heads. It's the second ever session of D&D any of us have ever played.
Yeah.
Well, apart from Johnny, who is obviously very
No, this
experienced.
is 4. So,
If all our characters die in the first 5 minutes, it's going to be pretty awkward
Oh, no.
costume-wise.
Oh,
well, if everyone's ready to get into it, then
Yes.
I think we
Without
should.
further
All right.
ado.
So, our quest picks up probably the day after the conclusion of the Spicy Rat Caper.
Spicy rat. What an adventure
Is that what we're
was.
calling it?
Yeah.
Spicy rat cake.
Spicy rat caper.
Having seen the carriage laden with gold disappear into the distance,
That
with
damn Chanel!
damn
Sorry, I'm still
Chanel.
angry. It's only been a day. I haven't got over it yet.
stealing all of the stuff, you had to walk back to Caster Falls. It took you quite some time, and I think everyone... I mean, for one thing, you had to go administer antidotes to, all of the people and collect the rewards.
So boring.
For turning them back. I know, it's a real drudgery, like paperwork of turning people back into people.
I'm glad we've
and
skipped
getting
that.
paid for it.
Yeah.
So the next day, sort of around mid-afternoon, you all decided it was a good idea to meet up in a tavern for maybe the start of your next adventure, because all good adventures, and this one, start in taverns. So you find yourselves in the Boar Flamingo. It's a nice little tavern in Caster Falls, and you're sort of just sitting around, just talking about
Cheers.
the last few hours.
to the
I guess.
Spicy Rat Caper.
Spicy rat
rat
caper.
caper.
Man, I couldn't believe how spicy that rat was.
I know, right?
Spicy.
And then remember when
boy.
Prudence murdered that guy?
Yes.
God, that was
That was a
crazy.
good one.
Oh, Merylwen, the look on your face when we realised we'd torched all those guards tied up.
Classic.
Classic
Classic
Prudence.
Merylwen.
You know, humans are animals too.
That's true. Who wants another drink?
Cheers.
Going to the bar.
Oh, I like the bit where the guy went on fire.
Yes, you've mentioned that you liked that bit several times. In fact, it's all you talked about on the walk back to the city.
Such a long walk.
So, with flagons empty, Corazon de Leon stands and he turns to go to the bar and spend some of the gold he just got off rich people with rat sons to get a fresh round of drinks. And as he turns, there is a small child standing in front of him. She looks fairly dirty. She's what you might charitably describe as an urchin. She looks over and says, "Are you Mr. Corazon de Leon?"
It's possibly. I mean, you might be thinking, you have me confused with my cousin Corazon. I'm Stephen de Leon. But if you have a message for him, I can pass it on.
Yeah, man said to give him this.
Yes, I can definitely do that for him, but it's not me if anyone's listening. It's my cousin, Corazon.
Is this a paternity thing?
It's the
No.
DNA test result.
Sorry.
You owe 16 gold pieces in alimony.
You've been served,
You're a bit
sir.
high on payments.
Okay, let me just Oh!
What?
Oh God, it's the black spot.
What?
This is.
What's that?
What is it?
No, nothing.
Laura?
I think it's just they spilled some ink on this bit of paper. Nothing to worry about. I'm just going. Who wanted ale?
Me?
Me?
Good, lovely ale. Definitely.
Well, that
Nothing
seems
to worry about.
mysterious, Dob.
Yeah. Why is he freaking out?
It's just a black spot. I mean,
Does he not like kids or something?
Okay, I'm just going to put this.
He's so
down here.
complicated.
Anyway, I'm back, guys. Here are ales.
hey,
cheers.
Ales, cheers.
You guys
Again.
are all good at fighting, right? You guys all
Sure.
love
Love it.
and that, and yeah,
The odd
let's not split up at all for the rest of the day. Let's just hang out together all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, Corazon. I was thinking maybe you were going to split soon. I thought maybe this team didn't mean as much to you as it did to the rest of us.
No,
so
God,
that
I
is-
love this. I love how many of us there are in this team and how we're so surrounded by each other. And
How armed everyone is.
And how one of us can stand in the middle of all the others.
Yeah. I just think this is a really good team. And I think we should stay as a team.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah,
Cheers,
cheers. Hooray to that.
Oh, jeez.
Prudence, do you have any kind of lore or historical stuff going on in your character sheets?
I have a book of lore in my backpack
There is
that I'm wearing.
something tickling you in the back of your head. You did catch a glimpse of the piece of paper, and indeed you did hear Corathon say, "Oh God, it's the black spot." And I think you probably, out of idle curiosity maybe, want to look up what the black spot might be. We're going to call this a difficulty check of 10. Nice easy one to start you off. It is an intelligence
It's
check.
an intelligence check.
It's not Arcana, it would be history. But you do get to add your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so it's +2. 14 +2.
Yep.
So, what am I trying to beat?
You are trying to beat a 10.
I've got, a 5 plus, and my intelligence, right?
Yeah, which is 2, so
Yep.
that's a 7.
Oh.
So that's a fail.
Why do I even carry this book? I fumble opening the book.
So the rest of you watching, Prudence kind of gets a book out of her bag and launches it across the table. But never
I
mind.
reach out my hand to grab at it in the air.
Never mind, Prudence, because you're pretty sure you remember that the black spot means that a bunch of pirates are going to show up this evening, and you think it's throw a party for Corathon?
Yep.
Yeah, you think they're going to throw a party for him.
Must be it. Guys, I feel like there's some pirates on the way,
What
but
makes you think that?
I just, memory. This is my,
Oh, maybe
my
they're friends.
inaccurate memories about pirate lore.
Are they going to be friends of...
Yeah,
Corathon?
probably. Yeah, I reckon.
Nice.
All right. The black spot it doesn't mean there's a party.
What?
Oh.
Doesn't mean there's a party happening. Means a bunch of pirates come to kill me.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's less good.
Yes, it is less good.
What are you going to do, man?
What are you going to do? Yeah.
I mean, we're a party, right, guys? You guys have got my back.
Yeah, we'll help out. Yeah, but
Okay, well, I don't.
Why do they want to kill you?
It's a long story. We don't need to get into it right now.
Well, I'd like to know what I'm fighting for. What if?
They are just bad pirates, and I was too good of a pirate. I wanted to give all our treasure to.
This all sounds like something a bad pirate would say.
No, I wanted to give all our treasure to the poor, and they wanted to keep it for themselves to spend on the arms trade.
The gentle ambience of the tavern is suddenly interrupted by the sound of a chair scraping back across the floor.
I hate that sound.
As you look up, you see a figure stand and slowly cross the room, and he looks like... What does he look like, Mike?
Looks like a 6-foot humanoid dragon man.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, you're impressive, stranger.
Hello.
Hey.
I am Egbert the Careless.
Yeah.
Egbert, happy to know you, buddy.
Egbert, this is kind of a private conversation. I don't know if you...
We're going to be friends.
I heard you were in a spot of bother, and
I like this guy.
these guys didn't seem super committed to helping you out.
The black spot is not a laughing matter, Egbert.
Because of your black spot.
Well, I mean, I am in trouble. Any help you could offer?
Well, this is it. I just happen to be wandering around looking for absolution, and I feel like this might be a good candidate for potential absolution. They weren't super specific about how I absolved myself, so this is as good as an offer as I've got today, so I thought I'd come and help you guys out.
Where do you hail from, buddy?
Well, I kind of grew up as a stable boy. I wasn't always a giant dragon with a sort of golden sheen as befitting my lineage, but I was taken in by the noble order of Le Dragon d'Or, and they saw something in me. It was immediately after a particularly attritional battle with the godless heathens, and they're a paladin sect, and so.
Is there going to be a lot of religion stuff?
I mean, I think everyone could do with some religion in their life, some meaning, some,
Sure.
Are you here to give us pamphlets or sell us books?
Look, I've been trying to work them on the nature thing, and even that's difficult.
I know, right? I mean, they're hanging out with a demon. What the hell? So anyway,
It's another tiefling race.
I thought I'd help out however I can, and I've mastered my gift and taken on some of the attributes of the dragon. Thought that might help.
Yeah, no, I
Steve's arrived at the right time.
appreciate your offer, stranger. That's very kind of you. I'm saying don't panic just yet,
Okay.
and it's fine. Just let's get another drink in. and just see how this thing pans out.
All right.
Corathon, obviously you internally are panicking. Because
Yeah,
you know,
usually I'm panicking.
Yeah, good. Because obviously you know exactly what this is, and you have a sneaking suspicion of where it might have come from. And if that suspicion is correct, you reckon that you and the party have maybe 6 hours to prepare yourselves in whatever way you see fit to defend yourselves against what's probably going to be an attack from some pirates.
Bunch of pirates going to come and try and murder us in 6 hours. Should we still be here in 6 hours? I'm thinking no. I mean, this is something I deal with periodically.
Right.
And
Like a
what
tax return or
what I usually, yeah.
Is that what they've come
last time?
How it went last time was I ran away and they didn't find me.
Aren't you scared of running?
Yeah, it would be
Aren't you
nice to
tired
not
of
have to worry about it because,
Yeah.
to be honest, I've got like 3 or 4 of these black spots and it's just
What?
honestly
They stack.
it's a real hassle. Yeah, so
You're going to get even more murdered by pirates.
The third one, they bring out the attack chopper.
well,
Get a free drink to fill the full
if
card.
you get 5 black spots, your 6th pirate attack is free. I haven't, I've not spoken to these guys before. I'm pretty sure I know why they want to kill me, but maybe they'll listen to reason.
Maybe that previous high-profile job where you were turning people back from animals sort of put them on your scent.
Yeah, we were in the local news.
I heard about
rolls.
it, and I've only just met you.
The
guys.
news shouting, the town crier was shouting about it.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have given him my real full name.
You wouldn't give the child your full name.
I just wanted to be in the town criers shouting.
I'd like to finish my drink, but otherwise, I feel like probably we should hightail it.
Okay, so we've got 1 for running away. I mean, they're huge.
How killable?
Oh.
On a scale of 0 to 10.
How many do you think?
So, guys, I feel I should probably just lay some stuff on the line. The pirates who are coming to kill us, all of us,
What? Wait, why?
because they'll know about you guys now and they'll want to kill. I mean, we're all in it now. They are, to an extent, human. There's a curse.
They're fully skeleton.
Oh, I see.
There's a curse.
Okay.
These guys can't be killed, but they can be defeated.
Right.
For how long?
It's 2 years, they will say, and then they will come back. So I have had this fight before. It didn't go super well, and I'm sort of attached to them. If we could not, I mean, I would.
You don't want to kill them.
I'd prefer it if we didn't. It's really awful, like the whole process.
They seem fine with killing you.
Yeah, I know, and that's again, that's on me.
I'm not saying that I won't help, but I think it should be noted that you're asking an awful lot of us without giving a whole lot of information about what we're up against.
I mean, I've never even been on the ocean. And
Oh,
now
you
I've
must.
got pirate skeletons after
They're
me.
not skeletons. They're just really horrible cursed pirates.
Right.
Some of them are probably quite skinny though.
Is that kid still here?
I think
Is
the
the
kid
child
left.
still
I
here?
feel like the kid left. I can't see the kid.
She's scarpered.
Maybe I can train.
Oh God!
I'll spice the child.
I mean, if you want to try it, I'll let you roll it. But
She probably doesn't know anything. She was probably just offered a tiny amount of gold to deliver a message.
Here's another way, okay? What if we don't stand our ground here, but we also don't run? We've got 6 hours, right? Why don't we try and find them in that time, catch them off guard, hit them where they are now?
Ooh, that's good.
We'd need to track them somehow. I don't have any ideas, but
I mean,
For a
you know
more
piratey
honourable.
ways.
I presume
setup,
they would be
but-
coming into ports. They will be arriving on a ship.
So maybe we go scope out the harbour.
See if they're expecting any boats to turn up that seem unusual,
Okay.
or if they've heard any seafaring gossip. In that case, we head down to the harbour to investigate. We talk to find like the harbour master.
very good. It's a nice sunny day here in Castle Falls. Not that it really matters much to you now, because it just feels very gloomy inside.
does.
Unfortunately.
I'm enjoying it though.
Oh, good. Well, it's a pretty bustling port. There are lots of ships sort of further out. 'Cause it's quite a shallow dock. They can't bring in proper tall ships and just like let the anchor down right next to the docks. There are lots of ships sort of ferrying goods to and fro. There are no sails that you recognise, Corathon. So there are lots of people unloading merchant stuff and a lot of sort of boats just tied up. you see a man who's quite clearly the harbour master. He's a very portly chap with sort of like a big belt sort of up here that looks like if you were close enough it would start groaning under the weight. And he's sort of just bellowing at some people who seem to be doing their jobs just fine, but he's telling them to do it, faster, better, harder, stronger. As they sort of take barrels off a low sort of skiff and load them onto the dock.
Hi, Harbour Master.
Hello.
I expect you have a pretty good overview of all the ships that are going to be coming into the harbour here.
We do. Not a craft comes in here. I don't know about it.
Right. Okay, good. Do you have any? Is there anything unusual coming in today? Any unusual ships that maybe just seemed odd when you learned about them?
Let's see. It's fairly normal. Ask me. We've had merchants, tourists, adventurers, pirates.
Pirates? Whoa! Who are the pirates? What pirates? What boats? What ship? Sorry, ship is what we call it.
You're a seafarer.
I knew you could appreciate that little touch.
Well, it was a little skiff, just tied up down there. About sort of 8 lads all came in. I assume they were in the business of doing a bit of carousing.
Oh my God!
They paid their tie-up fee, and I said hello, and they said "ar," and they went on their way.
That sounds like them, all right.
Maybe we should ask which way they went.
Yeah. Did you see which way they went for their carousing?
Might have.
Oh,
Here we go.
I see how it is.
Eldritch Blast.
Come on, we're loaded with gold. Just give him some gold.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be tight.
Perhaps this will jog your memory. I passed him 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, they went exactly that way. And one of them
That
said
was
to
a
the
lot
other
of
That's
one,
too much gold pieces. I don't know the exchange rate.
He retires from Harbour Master.
I got 96 from the guy at the end. And I thought, oh, okay. All right. God damn it. All right, everyone remember 10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
10 equals a lot.
A lot.
I've written 8 pirates.
Okay. Pirates.
one of them said they were going to go drinking in the Boar's Tooth.
Boar's Tooth.
Boar's Tooth.
All right, guys. We know where they are. They're in the Boar's Tooth. There's 8 of them.
Touch
There's
it,
only...
you're saying.
You want to touch it from the outside?
Calls for arson.
Okay, well, I mean, you don't want to go in there, right? Because they're looking.
They are looking for
Oh, you
me.
don't have to go in it when you burn it down.
Yeah, maybe you guys could go in and
How we're into the burning it down idea, are we?
you can scope these guys out and see what is going on. Because every time I've tried to talk to these guys, they're just not into it. But I feel like if I could just talk to them, they would appreciate that things have been difficult recently. But I'm trying to sort things out for
right.
them. Anyway,
There is 5 of us, and we're presumably quite intimidating. Are we intimidating enough that we'll intimidate 8 of them, or not?
We might be.
Yeah,
but it's a risk, I guess.
I don't know.
I'm quite intimidating.
You're very friendly.
I feel.
All right, should we head over there? I won't go in, but you guys can go in and see what the situation is.
Okay.
Wait. What's our cover?
We want to join their pirate crew.
Oh, I like it.
Wait, why do we need a cover? Aren't we going to have to be quite direct about our mate Corazon?
Well, we could just sit on a table
Well, I've
next to
only
them and
just
overhear the
Just
chat.
ask them why they're in
Well,
town.
How about we say that we've got a lead? We obviously won't say where you are,
Nice.
but we
And
say,
then send them
hey,
out. I see where you're going.
Maybe we should get your 10 gold back as well.
Be like, hey, you guys are pirates. We saw a pirate in town earlier today.
yeah,
We could sit near them and loudly talk about a pirate that we saw recently.
yeah,
Ooh, we could set up a trap beforehand.
yeah.
We could
Okay.
set up, like, he's in this building, and then
Yeah.
close the doors behind them, bar the doors,
we
and
say-
then
yeah.
we've got them at our mercy.
Okay, so what we
Eldritch
need.
Blast.
And then, bam comes the Eldritch Blast.
So what we need realistically for that, and I love the idea, is somewhere where we can take them that's nearby but is also empty. Because if we start Eldritch Blasting in a tavern, we're going to bring the law down on us. I think,
I think, like a barn or something?
or like a
jail
like a
cell?
boathouse or like a
I
warehouse.
really wish we'd asked for that before we gave the harbour master the 10 gold. I feel like that would have encompassed that as well.
Mr.
Egbert.
Egbert.
That's fine.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names. I seem to remember you said that you grew up in stables a lot. Do you
Yes,
know any
yeah.
stables? in this town?
Well, no, I come from a long, long way away, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't still sleep in stables?
No, and I wasn't sad to see the back of them when I was finally, after 6 long years of mucking out horses, allowed to move into the Citadel. But yeah, I've been wandering a long time now. I don't want to talk about why, unfortunately.
Okay, cool.
So mysterious. Next adventure, we're
Okay,
getting
so
attacked
that's a
by whatever
road
it
to the
was.
stables.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, well, let's. I mean,
I think we should ask the hubmaster again. We're already friendly with him. We've already paid him off. I feel like another little
Yeah.
bit of gold. We could just rent a boathouse.
oi, harbour master. Are there any boathouses around here that we can lock from the outside?
You hear from the harbour master, who is still where you found him, but now he's just hammered.
Shouldn't have given him all that money.
Damn it.
And for a man who appeared to have such a strong work ethic.
Yeah.
He's drinking at an incredible rate, you noticed. But
Mate, do you have any boathouses around here we can lock from the outside that I could just use? See, it's me, your old mate, Corazon. Remember I gave you all that money you bought the booze with?
Money booze man.
Yeah, money booze man.
Lost my accent.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, you remember you? Yeah. There's one we was fixing up the hemp rope. There.
Sounds perfect, man. Thank you very much. We'll take it. Cheers. All right, see you later. Bye.
Not so fast. That is going to be a charisma check with persuasion.
So
He's hammered. I'm going to give you the advantage on this, to be perfectly honest.
I have a tick in persuasion.
Oh, great. Okay. So that's going to add your proficiency bonus.
So that's a 19.
Okay, you probably don't even need to roll the
Dispense
other
with
one.
the maths.
Really.
I've got a +3 charisma and also persuasion. So
I never gave you the difficulty check for that, but
100.
it was going to be a 15, so it's safe to say you've absolutely smashed that.
Yes. Nice.
It takes him about 15 minutes, which is infuriating because you know that time is precious, but he pulls a big ring of keys off his belt and sort of like tries to find the right one.
God, why
You
did I
think he
give him
goes
so
through it
much
about 4 or 5 times before he eventually goes, then just sort of drops it.
great, we've got the key. All right. This boathouse, we can lock it from the outside. We're going to lure these guys in.
Right.
What's
gonna-
it like on the inside? And
So-
entrances, exits?
Yeah, you go to the boathouse, and it is pretty squat. It's kind of obviously it's loads of water. It's sort of like a glorified garden shed, really, and it's got lots of thematically appropriate sort of netting strewn about it. And you go in, and basically it's kind of like a horseshoe shape. In that there is a little cutaway into the water where they might put a boat and launch it out from there, but mostly it's just loads of floorboards, some tools hanging up on the walls. It's pretty bare in there.
So this is the space we've got. So we set it up so there's like a fake Corazon like in there, so like asleep in a bed. I think we could make like a little bedroll and like put a Ferris Bueller this.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Like put
The
it in the
non-magic.
corner.
Ah, yes, I've heard tell of.
Sorry, yes,
Ferris Bueller
it's a tale from where I'm from, the lamentable tale of Ferris Bueller.
And his day off.
The cautionary song of Ferris.
Alright, so
Because-
fake Corazon in
do.
the middle, and then we'll lock the door behind them.
Yeah, all right, that sounds like
What
the
about
same.
traps? What about traps?
What-
Traps?
We leave them in the boathouse, then what?
I don't know if
find
we've got
out.
prudence.
I'm hoping we can find out why they're here, what they
So
want.
you don't know why
I've got
they're
a
chasing
pretty
you.
good idea.
What do you
but-
think it is?
But long story short, these guys are my old crew, and
Here we go.
we got into some trouble searching for a legendary treasure, and they ended up cursed, and I didn't.
How did you escape the curse?
Well, I managed to make it out of there, and those guys didn't, and it wasn't by design. It was a very harrowing experience. I don't like to talk about it, but I made it away. Those guys didn't, and now they're seeking the return of something that I no longer have. So
What is it?
it's part of a cursed treasure hoard. There are several coins that I've been trying to find for a while now.
Okay.
You may notice that I steal things a lot.
It's my thing.
Yeah, but it's because I'm looking for these coins. Yeah, so far I only have 2 of the coins that I need, and we have 8 that we need to find. So we're not even halfway there. I'm trying to get them, but these guys keep coming and trying to kill me, which isn't going to help anyone. So if we
Do
get
you
these,
want to explain that to them?
well, maybe they'll listen to reason. It's it's the old crew, old Curly Joe and Jack Craxon.
Right. So you want to lock them in the barn and try reason on them, and if reason fails,
like
then
then they're trapped.
I want to
Then
know
they're
why they're doing this when I'm trying to help them.
All right, cool.
All right,
So,
cool. Corazon, if you want to come with us to the tavern, then I have a disguise kit. I could.
Oh, you could disguise me.
Yeah. What do you want to be, man?
Oh, that sounds great.
tiger.
Ooh,
I can do.
yeah,
I can
what can you
do Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Or a tiger. Yeah, that's basically it.
Like a
Or
tiger
a
person.
spider tiger. Do you want-
Oh, yeah, no, make me up as a spider tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, we're going to the tavern, and we're all going to go in, and I'm disguised as the spider tiger.
I think I don't need to roll, do I, for the disguise? I can.
You don't
Simply
need to
apply it.
roll to disguise Corathon as a spider tiger. I am going to make you roll to determine the quality of
Spider tiger.
No, that would be good to know in advance, wouldn't it? How good a job I've
Let
done.
me see.
How convincing a spider tiger.
We're going to call this a dex roll.
Okay.
So you're gonna get to add your ridiculous +5 modifier.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you a difficulty check to beat. I'm just going to see what comes out of this, and then we'll take it as read from there.
4. I cannot catch a break.
A 9 overall.
9. Yeah.
Okay.
I smeared some
the orc hands.
It's a very sort of muddy tiger print, you think-ish thing.
Sure.
And basically what you've done, it seemed very clever at the time, is you've got a bunch of sticks now poking out of his shirt, and they're all sort of tied to his wrist, so when he does
Spider
this,
effect, yes.
they all sort of raise up.
All right.
And that's honestly the disguise you're going with as you all enter the tavern with
can I-
a bunch of pirates who want to kill you.
I'm lurking at the back of the group, trying to sort of duck down behind the 6-foot dragon.
This
man.
is our nervous spider tiger friend.
Yeah.
He's nervous because his face is muddy paint.
You, having found your way to the Boar's Tooth, which looks pretty seedy, to be honest. It's kind of those windows with the sort of metal crisscross patterns that you can barely even see into. They're so grimy. You think there are candles on the inside of the windows. You're really not sure. You go in, and it's pretty busy. This is clearly where all of the rabble-rousers of Casterfalls like to come and drink. It's a bit like the Scum Bar, I guess, from Monkey Island.
Sweet.
What?
Swinging from the rafters, a very jaunty tune playing.
Talking dog.
And
Ask me about Loom.
there's somebody there asking people to ask him about Loom. You make your way in. It's a bit of a crowded push to get to the bar, but there's a barman there. Corathon, I need you to scan the room to see if there's anyone that you can see. Make an intelligence check. We're going to call this a 15. Actually, no, let's make it a 10.
Okay.
You know these guys pretty well.
Got an 8 and +4 to intelligence.
Nailed it. You look over the bar, around the room rather, and how could you forget the way Curly Joe drinks his grog?
Oh, God.
He's
Wait,
sort
how
of-
does he drink it?
And he doesn't so much sort of like raise the glass to his lips as he sort of just like cannonballs it at his face and just sort of like wow.
Oh, Curly Joe.
Jack Craxon there, obviously just doing his usual thing of picking his nails with a knife, I guess.
So these are your old friends.
You spot them and a few others whose names you never blurted out in conversation before. And there are 8 of them sat around the table. All of them. They're doing some pretty serious drinking, which is to say, they're looking very serious, but they're also drinking a lot, basically.
right,
They look
okay.
like men who are gearing up to do something probably quite nasty.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't look now, but
look.
table by the fireplace.
Yeah.
8 pirates.
I can't see.
So,
I'm not looking.
do look, but don't look in the obvious. Don't be obvious about
Oh,
it.
Can you
Okay.
see if there's a table free next to it?
I mean, it's a very crowded bar. It seems unlikely.
Well, I mean, you're the one who's
All
looking.
right, I'm looking. Is there a table free next to it?
No.
No.
But
There isn't.
That's my whole plan.
there are only a couple of people there they look like they might be finishing their drinks relatively soon.
Right.
They could probably be persuaded to vacate.
Okay.
Is there a maitre d'? Can we put our names?
Get one of those buzzers and
Let's go and loom over the neighbouring table.
go and
until
intimidate
they
them
leave.
into leaving Prudence.
Yes! Alright, I go over to the neighbouring table and loom over them. Intimidatingly.
Crackling with electricity.
Okay. There are two men. They've got quite wispy beards. It's sort of like nicotine yellow stained, and they look up and go, "We're good for drinks, thanks."
Oh. Damn!
Damn, Eldritch Blast! Can I use? Let's not break out the magics just yet.
What do you do? They've mistaken you for wait staff.
Okay, can I use my thaumaturgy on them and scare the bejesus out of them and send them on their way?
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
we'll have a
that
sit
would
at their
probably
table.
be quite an effective way of scaring them off.
Yes.
So you feel the eldritch energy sort of crackle through you.
Right.
You hear you smell sea, the sea in your nose. You hear the roar of the waves in your ears. And anyone who's watching seems to watch Prudence sort of get a bit taller, kind of like Gandalf does in Lord of the Rings. And she says, "What?"
Leave this place, we want this table.
Punchy, I like it. That's a charisma check, and you will be using intimidation. So yeah, you're adding 8 to this roll.
Okay.
So given that, it's going to be a 15, so you've got an even shot of doing this.
Oh, it's got to be 15.
15, yeah.
Okay. 11
Yes!
plus 6 plus.
That's our proof.
They unfortunately knock over the table in there. They stampede from the bar, but the table is indeed yours.
Okay.
There's a small pool of liquid on the floor, most of which you think is their drinks. You're not quite sure. Either way, wouldn't sit where the one who said, "We're good for drinks, thanks," just in case. What, do you beckon the others over?
Yeah, I flip the table back right wise. Come on, lads.
Alright.
And Merrill
I'll
went.
pause at this point to say it's a good thing you're in the Boar's Tooth, where outbreaks of sudden violence and/or booming voices are not uncommon. So it doesn't really do much to disrupt the room. In fact, a little fight breaks out over there over something completely separate, and that seems to gather a lot more attention. So people start placing bets on that. Either way, you've got yourself a table.
Merylwen, how's your hearing?
Is that
Pretty decent.
I've heard things about wood elves being able to hear. It's not about her ears size.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
But it's quite a loud tavern, but I'd like to be able to hear what the guys next to us are saying. I don't think I can hear them over this tavern hubbub.
Well, I'm quite good at perceiving what's around me, so I might be able to
Think you
hear
can tune
better
into
than
their conversation and tell
guys.
us what they're saying?
Maybe.
Right.
So we settle down to brooding quiet,
Right.
staring into our cups.
I mean, if they were animals, it'd be easier. I could just talk to animals and
We're all
hear.
animals, Merylwen.
Humans and animals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just very quietly
You're going to drop some
try and
eaves.
zone in.
Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult, to be honest. You are just in a pub. You know what you can do? You just you lean back. You hear some sort of very low voices saying, "So what's the plan then?" The plan is we go in and we just kill Carthon. I mean, after he lost the damnation, everyone knows he's just sort of bad loser going around him.
Cool, dude.
He's never had many friends anyway. I don't think he's got many people to back him up.
You're a spider tiger, remember.
A third one cuts in. In fact, it's Jack Cracks and says, "Oh, hang on a minute, lads. What about those people he ran around with? And they were, what was it, Cryer talking about? Some spicy rat."
That's us. That's us.
Curly Joe goes, "They won't stick by him. He will have got the black spot by now. They will have known it's a lost cause. He'll be absolutely fine. I mean, I assume he'll still be in the Flamingo. Or maybe he's hit the streets and he's running for his life. But this is going to be easy, boys. Drink up."
I think it's time for one of us to pipe up and mention that we've seen Boar. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not me, obviously.
Alright, who's going to talk to these pirates? Who sounds the best chance with these pirates?
I'll go for it.
Oh. Alright, dog.
Give it a go.
I'm like this.
Casual as you like, I lean back, and turn and address the pirates. Jets, so you mentioned a pirate.
Dangerous thing, eavesdropping on a pirate.
Do you want to know what I've heard or not? I guess not. Never mind. And I turned away.
I've always heard that passive aggression is really the way to deal with pirates.
No, go on, I'm intrigued now.
Well, alright. Just you mentioned a pirate.
Aye.
My friends and I here happened to see one not but a few hours ago, and I wonder if maybe how much it would be worth to you to know where he went.
Nice.
What does pirate look like that?
Don't describe what he looks like now.
Just sort of 8 legs, stripes, nervous disposition.
Cocky sort of bearing. Steals gold wherever he can. He was boasting about it. Boastful. I'd add that to his list of qualities. Sort of tallish. Pretty damn fine beard. Sound familiar?
Sort of look at each other. That's our man. They don't invite themselves onto the table. They just sort of stand up, drag their stools over, and they sit down. They intersperse themselves around the table.
Strangers.
Corathon, you find yourself sandwiched between Curly Joe and Jack Craxton. And a very familiar smell sort of enters your nostrils. It smells like pitch and grog and sweat and bad voice acting. Which way do you go then?
Well, he was in the Flamingo. Do you know it? But I don't think he's there anymore. We were sat there, having a few drinks.
Right.
He had a little too much.
Right.
Anyway, this whelp comes in, gives him something. He goes totally pale. He says something about how his reckoning has come. I think he may have loosed his bowels.
They absolutely lose it. They start clapping everyone in the back. What are you doing?
It was his round, so we told him he couldn't go without getting us another drink. He said he really had to bail. He threw some gold on the table, and he owed a little bit behind the bar as well. So when the barman was trying to get him to pick up his tab, he said, "Come collect at that boathouse. Boathouse
5.
5. I
Boathouse
think he said
5.
it was.
Boathouse 5. Running out on a tab. That is classic Corathon de Leon.
For a little bit extra, we'll take you right there, and we'll help you bring him in."
I think we got this handled, but what can you possibly bring to the table that we can?
I'm a giant dragon man.
That did not go without notice.
Perhaps you haven't met my friend Prudence.
One of the pirates in the back speaks up. Was it you who raised your voice about 2 minutes back?
Yeah, that's me.
Ah, nice.
I thought so. Some of my best work. I high five the pirate.
Look, monsieur, we were all on the adventure with Corazon, and he screwed all of us over. We would all like to join you in getting some retribution from him.
I didn't know he was French.
The disguise made him French.
Why didn't this French or, to be honest, possibly Swedish spider tiger not speak up before? If you've been wronged by Corathon de Leon.
Oh, the most wronged out of all of us. That's why he can barely speak.
I used to have a normal face and voice,
He can barely speak.
and now I have the face of a spider tiger and an ambiguous accent that could be from anywhere. It is, and it was all because of the damn pirate!
Look, we're wasting time. He's heading to the boathouse, which means he's going to be gone soon. Out to sea. You'll have lost him. Do we have a deal or what?
Roll me a charisma persuasion check. I'm actually going to bump this down to a 10 because they hate him so much.
But I'm so bad at rolling the dice.
It's only a 10.
How much are we
Luke.
asking?
And
Don't
you're-
say
It's only a 10.
Come on,
You're
Dob.
adding
Blow on it.
6, it looks like.
Blow on it, everyone.
10.
Nailed it. You absolutely smashed it. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
When do we go?
Right now.
All right, fine. And they start to push back from the table when suddenly Curly Joe raises her hand and says, Hold on.
All about the Eldritch Blast.
Points a finger directly at Corazon de Leon. When did they start letting spider tigers into the body flamingo?
I mean, I was with the others, and we just came in. It didn't seem to be a problem.
How do you know who they let in? I thought this was your first time in port. You not playing straight with us?
I drink
I thought we had a deal.
I drink everywhere a lot.
Well, the owner doesn't have a problem with me being here. It only seems to be you. So if you have a problem, maybe you'd say it to my spider tiger face.
What's happening?
I don't know what's happening to my voice. It happens when I get angry.
I only mentioned it because it seemed like kind of an exclusionary establishment. I thought, well, I don't want to drink in a place that doesn't let in a spider tiger.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
No, they did let me in. They did let me in, sir.
New management, I think. New management.
I'm glad. Yeah, it's good.
Much more inclusive.
Tell you what, first round is on me after we kill Corazon.
To the death of Corazon!
No.
Death!
Spider, tiger, tiefling, half orc, bard, dragon man, and a druid of some kind.
Wood elf.
Oh, wood elf druid. This is a strange hunting party, but I quite like it. Let's go. Okay, so you begin to lead Curly Joe, Jack Craxton, and the 6 other pirates towards boathouse number 5. They follow you quite.
Boathouse in my life.
Boat.
What fate awaits our heroes in Boathouse number 5? Will the pirates fall for the trap? How long is Corazon going to have to spend as a spider tiger? Find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons over on Outside Extra. Subscribe now so you don't miss any of the adventure.